Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. In today's new GTA 5 Online video, of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow on Wednesday, Rockstar will be previewing to us early all of their upcoming GTA Online Event Week news and information, all the money bonuses, discounts, free vehicles, limited time rewards, the continuation of Heist Month. It will be week number 2. But today on Tuesday, I like to give you guys a refresher and a reminder of the past week in case you're just getting back into the game or you're just getting into GTA in general. You heard about these weekly updates. You want to see what all the action's all about. This week, really, in terms of money bonuses, there wasn't anything that great, but I think I want to focus specifically on some of the vehicles today because we do have some good value when it comes to discounted cars, plus some of the limited time rare vehicles that were rotated and featured back into the game this week for a limited time only. So we're going to get into it all. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. The game mode that returned this week for a limited time was Cayo Perico Motor Wars, and the reason for that is because it's actually on bonus this week, so we'll talk about the bonuses first and foremost. Cayo Perico Motor Wars is paying out double money and double RP. Not only do we have that opportunity, but the community race series in the community job section, and then you go to stunt races, these are also paying out double money and double RP. As sort of a daily activity you can do, you can also take advantage of double money and double RP on the buried stashes that you can find across the map. But the final opportunity, which sort of ties in with the weekly challenge, is the limited time opportunity for you to get a Panther statue guaranteed as your primary target when you play the Cayo Perico heist for the first time. So many players probably watching already, well, you've probably already done the Cayo Perico heist this week. You got your Panther statue. You won't be getting it guaranteed a second time just for doing the heist. But if you've yet to play it this week and you were thinking you were going to maybe skip just because the rest of the money bonuses we talked about weren't that impressive, well, jump in, do yourself a Cayo Perico heist, get that Panther statue as your primary target, because in addition to that, just playing the Cayo Perico heist as well will net you the weekly challenge completion, which for this week, you complete the Cayo Perico heist one time, you'll get the $100,000 for the weekly challenge, plus you'll get the very limited time Strickler hat, which we haven't seen released into the game for several years, I believe. I think this is more rare clothing. It's a rare hat that you can get. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you could have gotten. I don't remember the last time we had this opportunity to get this. Like, it's been a long time. It may have been even the release year for Cayo Perico, right? 2020, maybe 2021 at the latest. I don't remember seeing this as a weekly challenge reward anytime recently within the past 2 years, that's for sure. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for this week is this Mammoth Squatty you can see right here. And this is basically the neutered, slower, not very impressive Mammoth Patriot mil-spec. I guess kind of like the little brother, the sluggish older brother, because it did release several years ago. It's not as new as the Mammoth Patriot mil-spec, but this military Hummer is inspired, well, by the military Hummer HMMWV. So it's built off of the same sort of OG Patriot in this game, and how that mimics the H2. It's sort of built off that body. It performs a little bit better off-road compared to the normal Patriot because it has a higher top speed and better stability over, off-road terrain, but you have slower acceleration, weaker braking, and lighter weight, which means if you crash, you're not going to really carry that momentum through the crash. It runs a 5-speed all-wheel drive setup, so that's going to give you some nice balanced traction on the dirt and the trails, like I was talking about, better stability. And funny enough, the unique quirk with this truck is some bodywork modifications actually act like spoilers. Well, all of the bodywork modifications act like spoilers, and what I mean by that is each single bodywork modification you apply, besides like paint, for example, or window tint, it's going to give you a very small fractional traction boost. So that's worth installing if you're going to go off-roading with the Mammoth Squatty. So let's spin this Lucky Wheel, see if we can get lucky. We probably won't, but let's just spin it anyways and see what the vibe is going to be looking like. We're going right past the car. Can we spin around and get it? No. We're going to get a mystery. 20,000 chips. I will take that. Don't forget about your daily visitor chips as well, by the way. At the LS car meet for the rest of this weekly update here in GTA Online, we have this beautiful prize ride. This is the Canis Terminus. You can unlock this vehicle and win it by heading to the prize ride challenge, checking it out. It's placed top 2 in LS car meet series races for 4 days in a row. Now, if you guys are watching on Tuesday, of course, the day this video comes out, you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and early Thursday morning. Hopefully you started the challenge by yesterday on Monday. I missed it. I won't be able to get this vehicle. I already have 2 of these. I have a normal Canis Terminus, and then I have the Canis Terminus Patrol. I don't really need a 3rd Jeep, but this is a great off-roader. It's definitely a top 5, maybe even a top 3, depending on how you look at it. It's one of the fastest and best handling off-roaders in the game, so like I said, easily top 5, but maybe top 3. Overall, you get super high top speed, both off-road, but also on the tarmac as well, just normal streets. Really strong grip no matter what. It'll dominate dirt races, trails, rock crawling, all of that. Great suspension travel. The tire traction you get keeps you planted. You're not going to spin out. Great bump absorption. That's a really big one right there. You don't want to bounce all over the place. Like, there's some off-roaders that are good off-road because they have good traction, but they bounce all over the place when you hit a rock or something like that. And so that's what makes them not great off-roaders. But moving on with this, we have very, like, quick, nippy, agile steering. If you crash, you have strong durability. And the center of gravity, despite this thing having a springy, bouncy suspension, the center of gravity is quite low, so you don't have that rollover risk compared to other, maybe even less tall off-road vehicles compared to this, which is really cool. And then fully upgraded, I mean, you really can't beat this thing, so definitely try and unlock it this week if you're already putting in the work for it. It's worth buying at full price, but you can get it for $0 here. Now, here at the salvage yard this week, these vehicle robbery cars are available through the date of November the 12th. At the Gangbanger robbery, or if you play the Gangbanger robbery, this is where you steal the Anis Helion for 253 grand this week. It's the standard range car for the week, so the lowest value. The mid-range car is this Anis Urus here. You could steal it as part of the cargo ship robbery for 339,000, and then for just under 400,000, you can get the top range car this week, the Tundra Panther, and steal it as part of the McToney robbery. As you can see, lack of a garage icon. None of these are claimable. They all say available for me. I mean, you could tell in these videos how motivated I am, or how not motivated I am to do these vehicle robberies, because once again, I'm waiting till the end of the week. I'm waiting until Tuesday and Wednesday to even bother doing these. Usually I would knock them out at the beginning of the week, but I've just been waiting and waiting. Probably just because I'm playing a lot of Battlefield 6 RedSec. Let me know in the comments what games you guys have been playing besides GTA. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection, this is what we have on offer for this week. The combat shotguns featured here, the precision rifle, this is actually 30% off for this week, but still really not worth buying. The military rifle, the compact rifle, the advanced rifle, the machete, as well as the baseball bat. The military rifle, for those of you who are subscribed to GTA Plus, can get this weapon for 30% off as well. All right, jumping into our discounts for this week. In the 40% off category, you can actually purchase yourself a Casaca for 40% off this week. We did see this discount on this submarine in August, which was the first time in a long time we saw it, really, if at all. Let's continue on Warstock, though. The best dirt bike in the game, the Manchez Scout here, is available. Discounted here for 40% off. You can get it for 135 grand or 101,000 with the trade price. On Legendary Motorsport, you can get the Western Reaver, which is a great bike for time trials. You can get it for $1.330 million. On Southern San Andreas Super Autos, check out the Grati Brioso 300 for 366k, while it is discounted for 40% off this week, or 274 grand with the trade price. By the way, the Reaver is 30% off. I don't know if I said 40 or 30 at this point. The Classy Drift Yosemite is on sale as well here. This is a 30% off vehicle for $915,000 or $686,000 with the trade price. The Albany Cavalcade XL is on sale here as well for 30% off, $1.165 million. The Dinka Vito Modern is on sale. Both of these are actually going to be 40% off. You can get this for $597,000. This is a 40% off vehicle for $537,000. I mean, they're go-karts. That's basically it. On Benny's, if you head over to the stock section, you can pick yourself up. Well, you can also get the Grati Brioso 300 here, funny enough. I forgot that was featured on here. But the Truffati Nero, you can get this for $1 million, while it's 30% off this week. I would buy two. I would get one normal Truffati Nero if you don't have it, and then also get a second so that you could take it to Benny's and turn it into the Nero Custom. I mean, look at the difference. Holy crap, that is beautiful. Such an awesome Bugatti to own here in this game. The Nagasaki Ultralight is on sale for 30% off for $350,000. The Buckingham Nimbus you can get for $1.33 million or 30% off. I haven't seen the Western Company Mallard on sale in forever, so you can get it for $175,000, 30% off this week. And then the final discount, this one's kind of out of left field. Another vehicle that we just never see discounted is kind of just boats in general. Here we have the Pegassi Speeder. You can get this for $227,000 at 30% off this week. Checking out the LS Car Meet test drive vehicles for this week, we have the following three. All of these are officially, technically rare and removed at their current form because you cannot purchase them on in-game websites. Are they that excellent? Well, we're going to talk about it. I mean, you can obtain these vehicles if you want by, purchasing it from a friend at the LS Car Meet, for example, but you still can't go on in-game websites and buy these. Other vehicles have been brought back since they were removed with the San Andreas Mercenaries update in June of 2023, but so far as I believe, none of these have been featured back like permanently yet. Who knows? Maybe with the next DLC they will be. But let's talk about the Dinka Veris first. Again, crazy rims on this thing. Why do we have any sort of street rim on like a utility ATV, on a UTV? I don't know. This is one of the heaviest ATVs in the game though. Average acceleration, good turning radius. You need the bulletproof tires, obviously, because of how exposed they are. It's not going to be a top choice for racing, but it's very durable. And again, sort of like the Mammoth Squatty, you can also apply a pretty humorous traction improvement, in my opinion, with this quad, because if you attach a spoiler, it's under the saddlebag option. It counts as a spoiler, and so you get the saddlebags on the back, but that will improve your traction. It's the strangest thing. If you do want to pick up this quad, it is going to run you $192,000. Next up, this is the Coil Voltic. Obviously, it's an electric car based off, you know, what is it? The Lotus Exige, Lotus Elise, I don't know, one of those. But you get excellent acceleration, instant throttle response, but a super just mid top speed. It's 106 miles an hour. It's, I think, the slowest supercar in the game, right? Because this is in the supercars class and category, I believe. Not really competitive compared to other supercars. Super lightweight design, good handling, short wheelbase, and that's what kind of makes it unstable high speeds. But if you do want to pick it up, you can grab it for $150,000 at the LS Car Meet this week. Then we have the Canis Kalahari. Don't write this vehicle off. Surprisingly strong in terms of performance, both with a really good top speed and excellent acceleration. And look at the hockey puck tires. Look how thin they are. Like they're these little donuts, but this thing is a beast off-road. It's lightweight, the small size makes it agile, and you'd think the thin tires limit its off-road capability by a huge margin. They definitely do, but not as bad as you would think. So is it worth spending the money on this car? I mean, it costs $40,000. You could do an export mixed goods mission for $50,000, buy this and still profit $10K. I mean, this is a pretty cool vehicle for what it is. We have some pretty fun and interesting picks here at Simeon's car dealership, aka Premium Deluxe Motorsport, and this in-game vendor. Starting off, the vehicle you guys saw me using at the beginning of today's video is the Grotti Cheetah. It's an OG supercar in GTA. Obviously, it's acclaimed for its excellent acceleration, really competitive top speed, just great all-around performance. It's pretty vulnerable to damage if you don't apply armor upgrades. I don't know who wouldn't on any other vehicles, but either way, just something to point out. It's inspired by the Ferrari Enzo, and honestly, as a supercar goes, it's just excellent. And honestly, the paint job here at Simeon's is fantastic. If you want to pick it up, it's going to run you $660,000. Next up, the Anus Cognoscenti Cabrio. This car is probably a better Cognoscenti overall, but still just not a great all-around vehicle. You know, it's a little bit sportier, still has a lot of body roll, but it's more of like a comfort-focused Cognoscenti, but also being sportier, more so than the sedan version. And obviously, you get excellent acceleration, good top speed, because it is rocking a V8 under the hood. Handling-wise, could be a little bit better. Maybe, I would say, it's not going to compete with, you know, the sharpest, tightest turning radius sports cars in the game, but this is a cool vehicle to use. I'm not a fan of the way it looks on the rear end. It looks kind of like stubby, I guess. Like the front end looks pretty cool, but either way, if you do want to pick up this car, it is going to run you $197,250 this week. So kind of cheap. Next up, the Western Damon. I mean, if you've ridden the Wolfsbane, this is very, very, very similar. Top speed is 102 miles an hour. Good acceleration. It's not designed for off-roading and for the dirt, but it does handle very well. You can maintain control with this bike because you get minimal wheel spin. It's just a nice, versatile choice for riding a bike in this game. I honestly like this customization too. It'll cost you $183,159. Next up, the Dinka Thrust. This is actually, surprisingly, a really good bike in this game. It surprises me because acceleration is some of the fastest among bikes. Same with top speed. It's super competitive in a straight line, but obviously it's designed for those longer, straighter roads, not really taking turns and stuff like that. It's not suitable for those twisty tracks, especially if you're trying to race. If you want to wheelie with this bike, it's pretty cool. It's based on the Honda DN01 or the CTX series, so you get kind of like a unique sport touring experience with this bike here in this game. If you want to buy it, $75,000. I see the value in it to put it in your motorcycle clubhouse garage. Next up, the Invitero Coquette Blackfin. Definitely a really, really cool car. Good acceleration, great top speed, as always with most vehicles that I talk about. The handling is going to surpass many other muscle cars in the game. It's not going to be the fastest, but it's excellent just for driving around for money grinding or escaping the cops, things of that nature. It's based on a mix of cars too, the 1956 to 1957, as well as the 61 and 62 Chevrolet Corvette. You get the Nash Healey as well as Austin Healey 3000 vibes with this car. Looks great. I like driving this more than the Coquette D1, which is essentially like the same car that was added to the game. But here we have this, and I just really, really like it. If you want to buy it, $711,000 this week. we're going to be wrapping everything up right here. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to drop a like on it if you guys enjoyed it and you found the information helpful. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA 5 Online content just like this. Of course, feel free to also check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/HazardoushDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. It is the GTA 6 waiting room over on there. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the afternoon when Rockstar gives us the early news and information for the weekly update that drops on Thursday. And I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos.